Each day opens a new door. Just say the word and we'll go off to explore, to see what life has in store.
Here he is, Eric Loya, the man, the myth, the legend. Eric is the head writer of the show, so he's involved with creating the show. And I think the question we get most often is, how did Robot Ninja and Gay Guy come to be?
Right, how did it start? On Facebook, one day, Travis sends me, I think he commented on like a thread on my page, where he was like, hey, I want you to be the head writer of my new series called Robot Ninja and Gay Guy.
I didn't even ask. I just said...
No, I'm pretty sure. I want you to be,
That seems presumptuous.
Well, you're a presumptuous guy. But, so I was like, okay, because I didn't really think too much about it. And then neither of us really thought too much about it. About a month or so went by, and I had a title, Robot Ninja and Gay Guy, and a very basic premise. And so we sat on it, and then I decided, I have a free day right now, and I kind of want to write some stuff. So I wrote 3 episodes up, and I kept the characters' names, Robot, Ninja, and Gay Guy, mostly because I didn't want to give them real names, because if I'd given them real names, then they would have been real people, and I would have been in love with them, and it would have been hard to have...
Eric sent me this email with these 3 scripts, and literally the email is saying, I'm not at all in love with this. If you hate it, it's probably all wrong. If you hate it, it's no big deal.
But I just wanted to get the ball rolling.
Right, exactly. And it worked because I loved them so much that I was laughing out loud at the scripts. And so I called him up and I said, we're going into production on this in a month. And I had nothing. I had no cameras. I had no equipment. I had no cast. And I said, we're going into production in this in July. Let's make sure we have another script. So we have 4 episodes ready. We cast the show, and we got Ryan Churchill and Brian Giovanni as the other characters.
Everybody, we're so lucky.
Yeah, exactly. Once we had that first table read with the cast, we not only learned a lot about the characters, and I think we probably went back and tweaked some of the dialogue to accommodate what we learned about them.
Right.
I think one of the other questions we get is, what is the process of creating an episode of Robot Ninja?
Right, the writing process. It's so collaborative. What happens at the beginning is there'll be 4 people sitting around, and that'll be myself and Travis, and our director Rob Boyd, and then my wife Catherine. And we'll all 4 just kind of sit around, and we'll pitch ideas, and we'll explore ideas, and we'll kind of figure out what we like, what is amusing.
Let's talk about one episode, for example. Let's talk about the Halloween episode.
The Halloween episode,
because it's actually a little different than normal, because there was a glitch in this process.
A glitch. Okay, so basically we thought, well, we know that we want to have a Halloween episode. That's a definite. So what do we want to do with that? Well, we knew that Ethan had just been introduced in the episode before, so we wanted to bring him back. And Travis came up with the idea that he wanted Ethan dressed up as a pirate, and then Catherine came up with the idea that I still love to this day, which is that robots should be made to dress up as a robot. We knew those little bits, and then I went off and I wrote the episode, and that's the way that it works. We'll come up with ideas, we'll explore them, and then I'll go off and write the first draft. Yep. And I wrote this episide, and I loved this episode. It was one of the few times where I knew, this is right. This is absolutely
really?
Yes. And I swear, it's a really, really good script.
Okay.
And anyway, I gave it to Travis. That's what we do. That's the next stage of it. And he read it and basically said, "No, this is wrong.
It's the only time. It's the only time in the 12 episodes that I've ever."
This is incorrect. And there were 2 main problems that he had. One was that in this version, Ninja, by the end of the episode, he kind of comes around. He kind of finds the fun of being a pirate. He wears like a pirate earring. He has the hat. He has like the bird on his shoulder, and he's like dancing around. He's like, "Oh, I'm a pirate now. I have scurvy." And
of course, that would never happen.
And apparently,
pirates and ninjas have been and always will be blood enemies.
Travis was very specific about this. Ninja will not dress up as a pirate.
Right.
And then the other thing was actually more of kind of an emotional thing that I absolutely agree with this, and I'm so glad that this worked out, which is in the original version, Ethan and Gay Guy actually leave together. They go to the party that they were meant to go to, and they leave together, and it's kind of a happy ending. Travis said, I actually thought that Ninja should scare Ethan away, and there's just so much more kind of emotional mileage that we can get out of that, and he's absolutely right. And if you see, that episode like very, very neatly went into the next episode and into the next, and it actually
feeds through the entire rest
of the season, because at the end of the season, Ethan actually comes back, and you wouldn't be able to have that moment if they had left together.
And now, so Eric sends me back the next first draft, and then the step is we all get together again and refine the script, where we basically tweak all the elements, come up with better jokes, better lines, condense things, cut things, whatever, and make the episode its final draft.
It's a shooting
basically.
draft, yeah.
So I guess the next big question is, what are you excited about in season 2?
A lot, actually. We have a lot of really specific ideas, some of which I can't really talk about
Some secret
here.
stuff. We've got a lot of plans.
But, okay, for instance, in season 1, we didn't have a single female character. We are going to change that in season 2. We are...
It was an accident at first,
But then once we kind of realized that, we were like, oh, well, we can totally have, we can address this in season 2, so we're going to address that. We've talked about maybe meeting gay guys' parents, which is something that I'm really excited about, kind of getting a little bit more of a backstory on some of these characters that we know.
Exactly. And just in general, having a bigger universe
Right.
in the show. Yeah.
I kind of want to know what gay guy does for a living. Does he have a job?
Sure.
Does he work from home? Like we've never seen that in season 1.
I'm bringing back Nikki Brendan.
Nikki Brendan. I have an idea for how to bring Mr. Ferber back, and I'm very excited about that. The thing I'm most excited about is just having it. I want there to be a season 2,
Me too. I think we're very excited, and the fact that we've got so much exciting things planned for you guys is thrilling. And that's it for Eric. I think we'll come back in a couple weeks with someone else from the cast and crew. And please share this with your friends. We really need, more than anything, for you to tell other people why it is that you like Robot Ninja.
Right, because you know how it is. Like you'll share things with your friends, but then people are kind of hesitant to pass along the information and share it themselves. So just let your friends know why you like it, why you think it's worth sharing.
And we would like to bring you many more seasons of Robot
Yes.
Ninja and Gay Guy. So thank you.
Thanks.
It's all because of you guys. We do this for you.
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks so much. I'll see you next week. All right. Bye-bye.